Hello everybody, welcome back to Balloon Sculptures with Drew. Today I have had much deliberation over this shape because I just taught this to myself. I have never seen it done before, and quite personally I have had some reservations about doing this shape or any shapes related to this kind of genre. What I'm going to be doing today is the UNC Mascot Ramses. Yes, indeed. I am going there, ladies and gentlemen, so stay tuned and listen. What we need for this is, of course, UNC colors, which are, we need a 2 to 3 blues, okay? And for all of our balloons today, we'll have about a 7 to 8 finger length left behind. So you need at least 2 of those, probably another one. We'll need at least 3 whites, also with the same finger length at the end. 1 scrap of black and 2 yellows. Once again, about 7 to 8 finger lengths left from behind. So let's go ahead and get started right here and now, and let's go with the white, and let's go ahead and sculpt our head. So what we're going to start with is you're going to make about a 3 finger length bubble. Then you're going to do a 1-inch bubble and a lock twist. Okay. Then you're going to measure, about that much. That's about maybe another 6 to 8 finger lengths. Going to do a twist, and you're going to bring that back here. This will serve as his nose right here. So this is about how it's going to look. You see that? Okay, now we are going to get to the rest of the head. So take about another 4 finger lengths. Make a twist, a 1-inch bubble, and a lock twist. Okay? Now, make sure you squeeze a lot of air out of this one because we want to make a twist in that later on. So, measure for about 5 finger lengths, make another 1-inch bubble, and a twist to lock it. And then, once again, the same one is right here, 3 to 4 fingers, twist it, and bring that around right in here. Okay? Now this next little bit is the tricky part. Okay, we're going to lay this down just for a moment. First, I'm going to pop this because we're going to recycle. So take as little as possible to pop it. Okay, make sure you tie it off. There we go. Nice little twist. Make sure that everything is set in stone. I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to grab my black. Make about a 2 finger length and go ahead and make a lock twist. Another 2. Make a lock twist. And go ahead and pop it. Save the black for later. Okay. These will be his eyes because he has a little black shade to his eyes. And what we're going to do is right at that first little lock twist, where we started off, right above the nose, we're going to put this right here. These will be sufficient for his eyes. And kind of maneuver them around the side so they're just sitting on top of that first lock twist we made right there where the nose is. Now, we're going to come back to the head, and I'm going to... Where's my trusty pump? Because I have no lung capacity today. Alright, I got my trusty pump. Here we go. And we're going to reinflate this, and we're going to do the eyebrows. Okay, not too much. Leave about a 2 finger length right there, just enough to tie into the sides. So we're going to attach this right here. Okay. And you're going to take it in half. And this is going to be a little challenging, but I want you to put this twist right here in that same lock twist where we had the eyes. So go ahead and do that. This will create that nice little furrowed brow that Ramses had, and all those mascots have, you know, to make them look really mean and really intimidating. So we're just going to do that. Bring it back around. There we go. Whew. And like I said, I just invented this, so use your own adaptation once you see how I do it. And look at there, we got his head started right then and there. You just need a little bit of adjustment of the eyes. All right, he's got that. And we're going to come back to the head in just a moment, okay? Now, what I want you to do is grab one of your blues. Grab one of your blues. And what you're going to do is we're going to start with another 1-inch lock twist. And the smallest flower petal you could probably do, this is for the arms, okay? Small flower petal, right then and there. All right, about 3 finger lengths, give a twist. And then another 1-inch lock twist. Now we're going to do a bird's body, the same length as the forearm. So 3, right there, and another 3. Oops, make sure you got it. Make sure you got it before you try this. Okay, I'm in a little bit of a hurry, don't worry. Bring it around, right there. Now slightly less. And we're going to stick that last one right through there for the bird's body. And one final 1-inch bubble with twist so that you have one of these. This is his arm, and it's got a nice bicep to it. I've already made the other one, so you'll need 2 of these. And with whatever's left, you're going to wrap into each shoulder just like this. Now, see, he has a nice upper body coming along. Now you're going to grab your other blue, and you're going to take one of the sides, twist that nozzle into one of the shoulders, right then and there, and take about, 4 finger lengths, maybe 5, do right there. A 1-inch lock twist to seal it, and I want you to take probably about another 4, right there. And this is not a bird's body. This is going to be the middle section of his torso. And do that. We're going to keep that right there. And whatever's left over, hopefully it'll be about the same as this first one. This one is really not, but you'll forgive me. So I'm going to tie this into the other shoulder. And if you have some extra, if you have a pair of scissors, just chop it off and make sure you tie it. Okay? But there we have the upper body. Now, this will be significant in just a moment as we learn to attach the head later on. So, let's come back to our head right now because we want to attach it. So, we are going to go with another white. And you might remember this first little twist right here. See the nozzle right there? Right there? I told you we were going to use this, and I am a man of my word. So, what we are going to do is this little bubble that we said leave a little bit of air in. Whoops, I lost the twist. Need to get that back. Always need to get that back. Okay, going to come back here. We got that. Now, for this one, I want you to do one, maybe a 1/2-inch bubble to a 1-inch, and just put that right there into a lock. And this is going to fit. This is going to be his nose. So where his nose is, you're just going to push this through, right there. Okay, and you're going to make about a 2 to 3-inch bubble, and you're going to twist his entire nose so that he has that good mouth right there. Okay, make sure the eyes are still looking mean, make sure he's still looking intimidating. Okay, and about a 2-inch bubble, go ahead and do a lock twist. Okay, and we are going to take this all the way up, another 3-inch. His head is the most complicated thing. Okay, we're going to take this right here. That early nozzle that I said would be attached, we're going to twist that right into another one. This is really, really hard to see. I apologize for that. But I'll turn the head around in just a moment so that you can see what we are doing. Okay, look at that. See that right there? The original nozzle, which was right here where the eyes were, I've tied into that because I needed to make that twist anyway. And I've taken the same balloon that was the nose, which is the nose right there. It wraps around, makes his lower jaw, and then you wrap it around a couple times right there and one lock twist there. Now, bring it down a little bit because this will also serve as the neck. Do 2 1-inch bubbles. Twist them together. And do that ear or lock twist. And if we've done it correctly, if everything looks cool, then we have completed his head, his neck, and we don't need the rest of this. So get rid of it. Whew. These mascots are tough, let me tell you. Let me tell you. just like the teams that play. Okay, there we have it. Now, we're coming back to our upper body. I told you this little segment, which would serve for the lower abdomen to middle section, would be very important. What we're going to do in this open area where the shoulders are, we're going to put these two bubbles right in there, and we are going to fit them into that groove that we made at the top. And voila. Look at that. He's all attached. He's looking wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. If the pieces of white show underneath here, don't worry about it. It's okay. And he's got those bulging arms right there. You can arrange them any way you want. All right. He's looking great. He's ready for basketball, football, whatever you can do to him. Now, put him aside for just a moment, and now grab one of your yellows. Now, this is for the horns, the classic ram horns. This is a little difficult to do, so you need a lot of room. And I already have one made right here. This is what it's going to look like when you're done. So I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So we're just going to do a lot of half-inch bubbles, a twist, and do that ear twist again. See right there? Now make sure the nozzle, where did it go? There it is. Make sure the nozzle is right down in the middle of those things. Can everyone see? Yes, indeed. And do a 1-inch bubble, and do 2 more half-inch, and continue to do this same pattern until you have about 5, maybe 6 segments. Again, I was a little apprehensive about starting or learning these on my own because I know that the rivalry between UNC and another college has been quite, well, there's no good way to say it, has been quite heated over the past, century. And yes, of course, I'm referring to Duke. Now, I am a North Carolina native, born and raised in Charlotte, okay? The fact that I'm doing this says nothing for my preference towards one team or the other. I actually don't follow sports all that much, but I do have friends that support both teams, so I thought I would do this for them. So, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, one more. One more series of segments. So I just wanted to make that clear. And whatever's left, give a little pop. And let some air out so that you have one 1-inch bubble left. At the end, tie it off, and we're going to attach this to these right here. Or if we're looking for front, these sides right here. So with that same nozzle, I want you to tie that in to that little ear twist we did from the top of the head. And you can arrange it any way you wish, just to get that nice little groove, right like that. Okay? Now, same for the other side. Got the other one. Here we go. He's starting to look fabulous. He's starting to look very, very cool. Hope all my UNC followers really appreciate this, because now you can do it at home. You won't need me. And there we go. Look at that. All right. Now, last but certainly not least, we're going to do the legs. And like I said before, you want to keep the little black handy, because if you want to do the hooves on the bottom, which I'm going to do, you can do that as well. So, let's go ahead. 3-inch bubble. 1-inch into a lock twist. And if you want to give him the muscles at the bottom of his feet, feel like for his thighs and all that, go right ahead. Same as with the arms. 3. Couple of 3 finger lengths. That little thing right there. All right, and they'll remember, the knee does not go in front. The knee goes behind. He is a ram after all. Give him a little bit of room. Give him 2 1-inch bubbles. Don't do anything to him. Okay. Actually, I lied. Give it 1 1-inch bubble and then do a lock twist with another 1-inch. And you're going to set it right there in his middle section, which will be sufficient for his feet. Okay, and this will be a little bit of a tail right back there. Same thing, 1-inch bubble, do the bird's body, couple 3 inches, and then maybe one that's slightly shorter. Pull that through. And a 1-inch bubble into a lock twist. And pull that around. Look at that. We have our UNC Ramses right then and there. Now, like I said before, let's use the black. Let's give him some hooves. And then this will be the final bit of balloon work for this wonderful, wonderful mascot. And you should have a nozzle on one side and a little bit of room left over on the other. We've done 2 lock twists right there, so you have the hoove. Now, if you're good, you can do this, but you might want to keep your lungs or your balloon handy. Go ahead and pop that. This will not deflate unless you haven't done your job correctly. This hoop should stay inflated until you come back to it. Tie this end off. Give me another couple of 1-inch bubbles, just like that. Twist it in and ear twist once again. Lock twist, ear twist again, whatever you want to call it, it is fine. It is fine. So lock that nozzle in there. Once again, give it a little pop. And whatever open areas are left, go ahead and tie them off. And it looks like he's going all over the table. I'm sorry about that. He's a very bulky character. So, and I'm going to get him another tie right here. And now there we have it. 1 UNC Ram. Looking good. Make sure his eyes look good, his nose, everything else. I hope I've done justice to this wonderful, wonderful character of the Carolinas. All right. Now it comes down to the artistic flair. If you're good, again, you could put the NC right there, whatever numbers you want. I'm just going to, for today, I'm just going to give them a little more emphasis around the eyes. Give them some of those mean eyebrows, a little bit of nostrils, and of course, kind of a look. There we go. And there we have it. Check that out. Again, thank you everybody for coming to visit my website and see my videos. Please come back again. I'll have to balance the scales a bit when I do the Duke Blue Devil. Don't tell anybody. But if you like this, by all means, please try it on your own. Have fun and have a wonderful, wonderful time. And enjoy the basketball season. Take care. Ugh.